everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of My Mom Sandy. We are your hosts. I am Josh Fasten, and the only woman who celebrates brunch on Sunday every day is my mom, Sandy.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense, but hello, everybody. I don't celebrate brunch every day.
You do.
You mean because I eat egg whites?
Because you have a good breakfast every morning.
Yeah, but that's because I don't eat, like, the rest of the day. I don't eat a lunch. I have nothing else to eat. Look, food is boring. Don't you think?
No, I think food is great. I enjoy food.
Unless you add a little ketchup to it, then it
I tell you,
perks it right up.
We have been getting quite a bit of messages from people who are saying that they get down with the ketchup. They get down with ketchup tacos.
I know. See,
ketchup on ground beef, crumbled ground beef in shells.
Yeah. See, you thought I was weird.
It's fucking weird.
Well, apparently it's not as weird as you thought. You thought I was the only one in the world who did it. Turns out I'm not. And by the way, let me just mention that we're kind of reversed today at our...
Oh, because we had to flip the table.
Yeah, we had to flip the table today. So
in our studio.
So it's a little odd right now. I'm looking at my son in a different way than I normally look at him. I want to taste that.
Try
what
it.
What is this that you're drinking?
This is Golden Road Mango Cart. It's a mango wheat ale. What do you think of that, huh? Take another sip. Take another...
Dead silence.
By the way, I was going to say, the sirens, if you guys can hear the sirens, those are on our end. In case you're listening in the car, this is not a police chase.
You know, it was weird. I went to get cat food yesterday, and not to change the subject, but as I was turning into the place, it's, 10, 15 minutes from or 15, 20 minutes from our house, that there was all this police activity on the main road. And it turns out that I thought there had been like a car accident, but it turns out that somebody had been stabbed, and they were, I think they like fell onto their horn of their car. They were driving in their car, and they fell onto the horn of the car. I don't know if the person died or what, but it was really kind of creepy.
They were stabbed inside the car.
Well, they think that maybe he was stabbed somewhere else and that he was driving afterwards and realized that he was maybe more seriously injured than he thought. I don't know.
Like he had a paper cut, but then he realized as he was going that maybe it was a little deeper.
Yeah. The weird thing is that there was something outside the driver's door.
A knife.
On the ground. No.
Stapler.
No, it looked like...
Scissors.
No, it looked like it could
Pickaxe.
be a body.
Oh.
I know. So somebody could... the guy could have died. It was really quite... it was strange. And on top of that, it makes you feel like you're not safe where you are.
Did you pull over to let them know that you were
private
investigator?
No, I did not. I
Hey,
should have.
hey, Sandy
Let me
Fasten,
get out my
PI right here.
My laminated PI
Guys, I have a laminated
certificate.
3x5 card. Just wondering if I can help out at all.
I typed it up and everything.
Guys, I typed this up on pages before I got here. Can I help out at all?
Really? Give me the details. Give me the deets.
Do we have any prints?
Yeah, anyway, that was kind of weird. So... But back to what you were saying.
Episode 9. Episode 9. You had a little
housekeeping to do.
You had a little laughing attack before we started.
Oh yeah, don't like those.
Mm-mm.
Now I've got total composure.
You look good.
In regards to what?
Well, you were crying like a couple minutes ago from laughing so hard.
I was laughing so hard I was crying. Josh likes to get those moments on the podcast, but. They're not always. We don't see
so that's the thing, right? Is I want to get to a point where we can see if people. So whenever we record, I usually will roll 5 or 10 minutes before we do our intro line and start.
It's kind of like working the audience. It's before the...
Yeah.
It's like if you go see a show and you have somebody, the warm-up comedian comes out and tells a few jokes before the main act comes on.
You got to make sure you're on. You got to make sure you sound good. Your voice is ready to go.
Yeah. And on top of that the audience is laughing and enjoying it.
Exactly.
They got to be in a great mood.
But I feel like some of our best work happens before we roll.
Of course.
And what I'm thinking is maybe we
Maybe we just roll all the time.
No, I've thought about that.
Maybe we just don't do a specific podcast. We just do a life.
Just open mic.
Yeah, open mic. Yeah, life in the day of.
We just get different mics, set them up in all the rooms, and just record.
That's exactly.
Not what I was thinking, but what I was thinking was we set up something. Maybe we get a Patreon going, patreon.com. and we see if people want to donate $1 or $2. There's a lot of noisy traffic today. And if they do, then we send them the files of the pre-roll of the pre-show.
Oh.
And then they get it, they get a listen. And then, eventually we'll start doing like live YouTube stuff when we get the real studio set. But, yeah, just lots of ideas. You guys have if you guys want to hear the pre-roll, let us know, because I'm just hanging on to it right now.
Yeah, sometimes I don't think I want anybody to hear the pre-roll.
Yeah, it's scary pre-roll. Well,
it is scary.
See how much money we got to get a new. We're saving up for a new setup. So we'll,
That's true.
Depending how much people want to hear that pre-roll.
So we can have in studio guests.
We have quite a few guests.
In guest studio.
That's weird.
I know.
So today's Sunday. We're recording on a Sunday. I'm going to be kind of out of town. I have stuff going on during the week, and you seem to be busy during the week because you're a busy lady, busy gal.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Busy gatey.
Whatever. Excuse me, but could you press the cough button? There it is.
I don't
Good
have.
job.
Yeah, I don't have it.
No, I have to tell you. Remember last time when we recorded and we talked briefly about the cough button? Mm-hmm. I know I sound like an idiot because I think the cough button.
They don't know that because that was pre-roll.
Oh,
so tell them the pre-roll.
Oh, I thought no. Are you sure?
It's pre-roll.
Okay. Josh and I have watched a lot of Frasier together, and he's the radio host, and he's got all the sound effects on his contraption that he runs when he does a show. So,
unbelievable.
I know. It's
Fuck
like,
it. What?
It's like
2:00 on a Sunday.
The Long Beach Grand Prix or something.
We have a Grand Prix literally happening on the street that our house is on.
If it's not the sirens, it's the.
I
don't know how cars get away with being
like a Grand Prix guy got injured and then the fire had to come.
There you go. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, the cough button. The cough button on the radio. I always assumed that
you thought that
the cough button gave us a cough.
That there was just a generic cough file that they had loaded in.
Yeah, that if you push the button, you'd hear.
And for some reason,
instead of a button that hides the cough.
But for some reason, whoever the host was would want to push a button to just put out a fake cough.
Well, because I'm used to listening to radio shows that have like sound effects, and that would be a sound effect, right?
With that new setup that I want to get us,
yeah,
Is
there a cough button?
Well, no, but there's 8 different. You can program 8 different buttons.
So we can actually. So instead of having to cough on cue while we're on the podcast situation, we could actually push a button and it would cough for us.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't rig up a cough in one of those.
You don't think so? Anyway, Josh made me realize that I was really stupid because I thought the cough button gave us a cough when in actuality it covers up the cough. So
I've never said that you were stupid.
No, you don't have to say it. You have a way about you.
So today's Sunday, and I thought that we would talk about what everybody's favorite Sunday activity, which is Sunday brunch.
Sunday brunch, yeah, I love Sunday brunch.
And I think that for people that don't know, you have a very specific breakfast / brunch.
Yeah, sometimes dinner
that you eat every single day.
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's hard-boiled egg whites, sourdough toast, and that's usually it. Sometimes I do avocado on the sourdough toast and sliced tomato. Sometimes, like today, I had a chicken sausage that went with it, but no avocado. So yeah, I do the egg whites a lot. I've mentioned it before. They're a good source of protein, no cholesterol. I don't know. What else do you eat for breakfast? Josh, what do you eat for breakfast?
Sorry, the computer was acting up. I eat, okay, so I eat, I go through like phases, like today I actually stopped at a restaurant and picked up a breakfast burrito, a vegan breakfast burrito with a side of roasted potatoes. Delicious. there are these like...
Was that your Sunday brunch today?
That was my Sunday brunch.
Wow, look at you.
There are these vegan breakfast burritos that I pick up from Whole Foods sometimes that you just heat in the microwave. Those are great. Sometimes I'll do like 2 pieces of toast with a little vegan butter. Sometimes I do a bagel with some smashed avocado and some truffle salt on it. A little bit of black pepper. I used to do, back in the day, I would pick up like a pack of vegan donuts from Whole Foods and have a donut for breakfast. Not the most healthy. By the way, if you guys go to Whole Foods and you guys are checking out, go ahead and mention my mom, Sandy, for 10% off your total at the register.
And they'll look at you like, what the fuck are you talking about? These people, my mom who?
These people are definitely on drugs.
What? You should check out the bakery around the corner, the new vegan bakery, and maybe get us some good vegan bakery stuff.
You're doing that thing where you're far away from the mic and talk very, very
I need the cough
quiet. Okay. By tapping your finger on the table, it does not.
Isn't that the cough button?
Doesn't camouflage the cough.
All right.
So brunch, you don't ever deviate from your go-to.
Well, sometimes I do, but not usually. Because I find that...
And why? How come on your hard-boiled eggs, how come the yolk is like still kind of gooey?
Because that's why I cook them. I like them like that.
So you just don't cook them long enough?
I cook them for 3 minutes. When they come to a boil, usually I do like 6 eggs at a time. Comes to a boil, and I let it cook for 3 minutes. And then I take it off, dump the water, ice cold water on top, and then they sit in the ice cold water until they make it warm. Because they are warm. But yeah, I don't like them overcooked. I don't like it when the yolk is like... Because I do eat...
Like a Nerf ball.
Yeah, I do eat a little bit of the yolk, and I don't like it when the yolk is like light in color and gray around the edges. It's like you've overcooked the friggin' egg, you know? So you don't need to overcook it.
So you prefer a little gooey, hard-boiled egg yolk in the middle. Not that you're going to eat it, but that's what you like to see.
That's right.
Visually, that's
absolutely.
Do you ever poke the yolk?
Don't know how to poke the yolk.
With your finger? Do you ever just stick your finger in the yolk and...
No.
Okay.
Do you?
I don't eat eggs. So
you used to eat eggs.
I never poked the yolk when I ate eggs.
Do they have fake eggs?
Yeah, fags.
Fags?
100%, yeah.
Fags, good old fags.
There's 2...
What are we having for brunch? We're having fags.
Fags. There's 2 companies that make fake eggs. There's a company called Just, and they make Just Egg. And that is...
But what is it faked of? I mean, what is it?
They go and they talk to...
Fake chickens?
Fake chickens. And the fake chickens hatch out just a yellow liquid. Some people think it's pee. It's not. It's fake.
It's fake.
And then they put that in a fake shell, harvest those, plant them.
Plant them?
They need to be plant-based.
Oh, okay. I
Plant-based,
gotcha.
fake. And then...
A fake egg is plant-based, so we actually have to plant the egg underground. And then does it shoot up a little sprout when it's ready?
And then they pull it. They
actually pull it out like a carrot.
Out like a weed.
Yeah.
And then they crack the egg into this little jar, the Just bottle.
Yeah.
And then that's what you buy at the store.
Yeah, that beer is not bad, by the way.
Mango. Golden Road.
I don't usually like beers that don't taste like beer, but that one's not bad. I mean, I don't
Greg, I'm about to open a pineapple one for you.
Oh, pineapple. That sounds yummy.
There's also a melon.
Are you going to do that while we're on air?
The pineapple?
Yeah.
I'm about to do it right now.
I guess you are going to do it while we're on air. Then. All right. Well, so do I have to carry the show for you?
Well, no. So there are fake eggs. There's Just Egg, and then there's another thing. I think Follow Your Heart has like a yellow powder that you mix with water.
That sounds gross.
It's just difficult to cook because there's all these steps you have to go through. But the Just Egg is not bad. The problem is that I don't think that any of them. First off, you're not making hard boiled fags.
Right.
That's impossible. Second off, I don't think that they're good by themselves because they don't taste like eggs. I remember what eggs taste like. These are close. The Just Egg is close, but not.
You probably need a little salsa on it or something.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. If you put it in like
ketchup.
There you go. If you put it in a tortilla with like some fake cheese and some fake sausage and some potatoes.
I mean, do you get the theme here? Everything's fucking fake.
Well, because it's vegan.
I know.
I don't eat the real stuff. But, bad for you.
I know, but you gotta...
Kills you slowly.
I know, but you gotta think about...
The environment.
No, you have to think about everything that you're eating is fake. So it's processed. So what is it? What actually is it? Is it bad for you? At least you know when you eat an egg what you're getting.
Right.
And you eat a fig, it's like, what the fuck is what is this shit?
No, you're getting the exact same stuff you would get in a normal egg, except it's all fake.
Exactly. That's my point. So go get your pineapple beer.
Okay, well, what are you going to do? I can't have silence, so... You need to... Okay, so there's fake stuff. There's fake eggs and fake cheese and fake sausage for fake brunches.
Yeah, I think that...
I mean, the brunch is real.
All you vegans out there, I understand... Well, I understand what... I love it. What one of our podcasts, you said something about how you would something about a shout out to the animals because they deserve the right to live. And I thought that's really funny because some animals are just born to be killed, as to be used as food. But anyway,
but they shouldn't be.
Well, then maybe they, whatever. I'm not going to argue about. All I'm going to say is that if you're a vegan and you don't eat, let me hear. Oh, there's the pineapple beer. He went and came back and nobody knew nobody knew anything about it. We're so good.
They didn't know.
My complaint, I guess, and my concern would be what's in the fakeness.
I literally. Oh God.
What's it made out of?
I literally
You're
just
putting
told
it
you.
on that. You just told me what? It's fake.
The fake egg is
It's
the
like
exact same thing as the egg.
But it's fake.
Thank
Okay.
you. Settle the score.
All right. Have another beer. It'll make you just that much more logical.
So, what I wanted to get into was, so you don't deviate from your breakfast routine.
Yeah, I don't like this one.
Don't like the pineapple.
I like the mango better.
And you don't deviate from your breakfast routine.
Well, I could eat oatmeal, but...
You don't. And you don't do, like, pancakes or French toast.
No.
Sausage links, not really.
No, because the egg whites are really good for you in the sense that they're protein. And I think you need the protein. The yolks contain the cholesterol, so best not to eat them. Although, a bite doesn't hurt you. The sourdough bread is, I guess, good for diabetics. It's the only kind of bread they can eat.
But you're not diabetic.
No, but I figure, what the hell, I might as well protect myself as much as possible.
It's like a vest.
That's right. A bulletproof vest.
A sourdough vest.
That's right. So, and then, if I add the avocado, that's just a nice good fat, and the tomato is a nice good anti-carcinogen. So
you've really done so. I mean, you've developed the perfect breakfast. You've done some research on this. This wasn't a thing you just whipped together. This has meaning.
This has actual meaning to it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's important to try to eat well.
Okay.
So there you go.
So, out of curiosity, because I see you do it a lot, how many eggs are you hard boiling a week?
I probably do maybe a dozen a week.
So you go through.
Yeah, but I'm very careful about hard boiling my eggs now.
So you go through a carton of eggs a week.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
And when you go to the store, do you stock up? Do you get a couple cartons to tide you over for 2 weeks, or do you get one carton at a time?
Like right now, I have 6 in the fridge here, and then downstairs. Don't play footsies with me.
That's the table.
I know, it's the table legs. They came to life.
You gotta watch out because they go, "Oh, I gotcha."
Stop it. Anyway, I have an 18-pack downstairs in the garage that I just bought Friday. So
you won't even mess around with a generic dozen. You get an 18-pack.
It depends. If there's only $1 difference between the two, then I'll get the 18-pack instead of the 12-pack.
Eggs are rated. There's like a AA egg, or is that batteries?
Well, there are batteries that are AA and AAA. No, eggs are like
AA jumbos.
Yeah, something like that. I don't get jumbos. I just get the normal size.
But there's like Excuse me. But there's like a better, there's like a double A egg is better than a single A egg.
I have no idea.
Like a D egg is bad. That's not a passing egg.
They don't have D eggs. They don't have D's and they don't have C's.
I thought the brown eggs were D eggs.
D eggs?
D eggs.
I don't think so.
Okay. So.
Eggs. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
So
let's get down to the meat of this. I know where you're going.
All right. Yes. I'm trying to set everyone up. I'm setting the stage. It's Sunday day. Sunday fun day.
I didn't used to boil as many eggs. I didn't used to eat eggs like I eat now.
Right.
Many years ago.
But you have been famous. Well, so I want to touch on one thing before, and I actually meant to talk about this on one of the growing up fastens. And you don't remember this, but you were for a long time. I mean, you were famous for these amazing breakfasts. I mean, when I was a kid, when me and Sam were kids, I mean, you used to do bacon, sausage. You would do like...
Well, for your birthday, we'd do the All-American breakfast.
Oh, the All-American.
And what was that?
That was eggs, scrambled eggs, usually pancakes or French toast, bacon, sausage, like hash browns, toast. Could be a bagel, with some creme and cheese,
Creme de cheese.
But what I was going to say, though, was that so you would, and but normally, I mean, on a Sunday, I feel like I remember you getting up and making bacon. I mean, that was the thing.
Yeah, yeah, that sweet smell of bacon,
sweet pork
would be wafting through the house.
But so I remember one time when I was younger, I was probably high school age, junior high, and I used to go to bed and I would sleep with we'd have Arrowhead water bottles in the house, and I would sleep with I would get a bottle of water before bed, and I would keep it next to my bed in case I got thirsty or I woke up and my throat was parched.
Yeah.
And you were getting ready to make bacon, and you had I heard that. This is a good story, but you had a pan, and the pan had like a rubber piece of the blender or like a rubber O-ring or something was stuck to the bottom of the pan.
Oh, and it caught on fire.
And the only thing I remember, because I was still sleeping, because it was in the morning, I remember hearing you from the kitchen, which was down the hall from my bedroom in the house we grew up in.
Yeah.
All I remember and you can maybe do a reenactment if you want.
Fire! All right, shh.
Fire!
Hey, stop. We have people in the neighborhood. All the windows are open.
It's loud. We live in a loud neighborhood.
Somebody's gonna call the fire department and say somebody's got a fire going.
So I ran. I didn't even run. I just casually walked with my Arrowhead bottle and I just poured it on top of the stove and put the fire out. But I mean, it was like backdraft in there.
Yeah.
I
don't really remember that, to be honest with you.
Was Kevin Costner in Backdraft?
No.
He was in Field of Dreams.
Yes.
Was that about fire?
No, it was about baseball.
Yeah, okay.
If you build it, they will come.
About eggs?
No, about a baseball diamond.
About fire?
No.
So
anyway.
then you went on, so you would do the hard-boiled eggs, and then you moved into the new house, and you had a couple experiences with, I don't even know what to call them, hard-boiled egg missiles?
Yeah.
Hard-boiled egg projection?
Projectiles. Yeah, we could call it that.
So you would boil eggs, same way as you would, 5 or so at a time, 6 or so at a time, right?
Yes.
And
I was so tired.
Right, you had very busy days. I was
so tired, so I would just go lay down in bed thinking, okay, I'll hear the timer when it goes off. No problemo.
And just roughly, how long does an egg boil for?
Well, like I said, I usually boil it for 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
So during the 3 minutes,
you can boil it for longer than that for sure.
Okay, so 120 I'm sorry, 60, 120, 180, 180 seconds. So during that 180 seconds, you thought to yourself, God, I am pooped. I need to go lay down for a little bit. So then you would set a timer for 3 minutes, and you would go lay down in bed.
Well, back then, I think I cooked them longer than 3 minutes. 3 minutes is like what I do now. And I don't know, to be honest, I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know exactly what the circumstances of me boiling the eggs at that time was. I don't know if I was making potato salad or if it was Easter and, we did some Easter eggs.
I don't think that matters. Bottom line, you were hard boiled.
Well, what I'm saying is that I boiled them for longer than 3 minutes.
Okay, so 5 minutes.
So
6
maybe
minutes.
5 minutes,
okay.
maybe 8 minutes. But
okay.
yeah, in that 8 minutes, I thought, Well, let me just go grab a quick nap.
Yeah. So you went into
called a power nap, a super power nap.
So you went into the room, into your bedroom.
Yes, I did.
And you laid down. You set a timer in the kitchen.
Yes, I did.
And then you went in and you laid down in your bedroom. And what happened next?
I don't know. I don't remember. I fell asleep.
So you fall asleep.
I fell asleep, and I don't know. I don't know if I woke up because the house smelled funny.
Because there was a potential backdraft fire happening in the kitchen?
Yeah, because the eggs had actually boiled all the water out, and now the eggs had exploded. As I spit.
You had a little spittle here. You want a nap? Oh, there's no. The napkins are gone again.
No, where are the napkins?
Do you want to use a little bit of this newspaper?
No.
You had a little spittle on your lip.
So the eggs had exploded. They were on the ceiling of the kitchen. Oh my God, what a mess. I can't tell you. Did I feel stupid? Yeah. Are we lucky we didn't burn the place down? Yeah, probably.
And the crazy thing was that
were you home then?
So I don't feel like I was home. I feel like I came over, or if I was living here, I was out, but I'd come home
and seen the.
I didn't even see it. I walked in the door, and again, this was on my list of top 5 horrible smells, right? Yeah. With number 1 being Girl Scout Amber and the sour cream and cheddar potato chips.
Yeah.
Right. This was like a number 2 or 3. Which was like...
By the way, if you listen to that, I didn't tell everybody about Amber that day. She was horrible. I mean...
You did. I mean, you said she was just a mess.
Well, after thinking about the whole day, I remembered that she was, like, all day long, she was, like, trailing behind the group. I had to take up the back quarter and, push her along. And it was like, come on, do what everybody else is doing. Stay with the group. It's important that we're all safe. Anyway... So the vomit was like the last straw in my mind. But anyway, I didn't mean to sound, like I shouldn't have been a brownie co-leader.
No, you were a great...
Because I had no patience with anybody.
You were a great brownie co-leader.
She had been pushing buttons for me all day long.
She was a habitual button pusher.
Yes. And she didn't even... Well, she probably did know it. But anyway. Yeah.
So I walk in, and this is number 2 or 3 on the Josh's worst smells. And I'm thinking, what in the fuck?
I know, I don't even know. What did it smell like? Just burnt pan?
Like burnt pan meets burnt egg.
I don't even know what burnt egg smells like, to be honest.
It was almost like skunky. Like, if you burn popcorn, right? And burnt popcorn almost goes like that skunk route.
Yeah.
I feel like it was almost like a skunky burnt shit. Not good.
Well,
not good.
How many times did I do that?
Well, okay, so I walk upstairs and I want to say my memory is of you on like a stool, like scraping eggs off the ceiling.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh well, what was I going to do with them? Who was going to take care of it? I had to take care of it. I don't know if you lived at home then.
Yeah, I don't think I did.
But anyway, it didn't matter because I wanted to probably take care of it before anybody came home and found out what I had done.
So then a week later...
Did I do it again?
No, I don't know. But you did it again.
I did it at least twice, right? I don't know why I wouldn't learn my lesson. Nowadays, I don't do that. Although, I will say this. There are times when I put eggs on to boil and I walk out of the room and I totally forget that they're there.
How, just out of curiosity, how?
Because I'm a multitasker. I'm always doing more than one thing at a time. I don't just put the eggs on and then sit there and watch them. I go and do other stuff.
You don't have in the back of your head, wow, I have eggs on the stove?
Somewhere in the back of my head.
Somewhere back there.
Yeah, it's there somewhere, but it could be covered up by, feed the cats or pick up the cat dishes or scoop the cat box or... whatever's going on.
I just feel like you would think at that point that the most important thing would be the one thing that could potentially set the house on fire, not feeding the cats or changing the cat litter.
Yeah, but I don't look at boiling eggs as... I don't think to myself every time I put a pan of eggs on, oh, look, I could potentially burn the house down.
That's true. You did get away with it twice. So,
I know.
Fuck it, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
We ain't burning this house down.
It's like, do you think about that every time you use the stove? Every time you make popcorn and that popcorn bursts right into the popcorn kernel, pops right into your eye?
I do. I have...
Are you like, oh my God, I could kill myself right now?
Yeah, 100%. Every time I make a bowl.
You need some safety goggles. As a matter of fact, I have some. I think I have some because when I actually did a cappuccino job, another episode, folks, coming soon to your local podcast. I did a cappuccino job for ExxonMobil. And, by the way, your glass is like sweating on the wood table. Totally not cool. Where's the coaster? There you go. Anyway, they make you, when you work at ExxonMobil, you have to actually watch. Oh my God, you would think you were working for, the government, the CIA. You have to fill out all these applications and they have to do background checks on you to make sure, I guess, that you're not a terrorist or something, going to come on their property and blow yourself up. But anyway, after you get okayed to work on their property, then you get to watch a safety video. When you come onto their facility, you have to watch a safety video, and then every time you're outside of a building, you have to have safety goggles on.
So when you were doing the job,
so every time you get out of your car, you have to put safety goggles on. They give you the safety goggles.
But when you were like actually doing the job, did you have to wear safety goggles?
No.
And a hairnet?
No. Fortunately, we were in
booties. Did you have to put booties on?
No, we were inside a hangar of some sort. So
like Area 51.
Kind of, but I didn't see any aliens there.
At ExxonMobil?
Yeah, they probably didn't have any.
They're mining oil, mining gas? Diesel?
But no aliens. They're doing all sorts of other shit, but no aliens there.
All right, so you don't think about the house burning down. Oh, but yeah, I do. When I make when I make popcorn on the stove, especially like I pour the oil into the pan and I turn it on and I put a couple kernels in and I turn it on. My life will flash before my eyes briefly. I think this could be the time that this oil turns into a fire.
I'm going to tell you,
and it's
I did
salt that puts out an oil fire?
Baking soda.
Baking soda. So I would have just burned the house down.
I don't know. Maybe salt works as well, but yeah, I did have a grease fire in a pan when I was in college, and it was scary.
Was it that pan right there?
No, this was I don't know where the pan is.
Why is that pan here?
This is a good weapon.
I don't like how you're holding it like that.
It's a what do they call these?
Skillet?
It's a cast iron skillet.
Oh.
And my brother found it up at my mom's house, and so he's not going to take it back to New Zealand with him because it's pretty heavy. So I'm going to keep it. They're actually good because you can like cook in it on the stove, and then you can stick it right in the oven. You don't have to worry about it.
You have to grab it with a glove.
Absolutely. Otherwise, ouch. So anyway, so back to the eggs. Yes, I think I've learned my lesson about eggs. I think. I mean, I won't take a nap, but like I said, I do find there are times when I find that, like, I'll leave the kitchen to go do something else, and then, oh, look, that, while I'm here, I'll do that, and, you kind of get tied up and caught up in what you're doing, and then you forget you have something on the stove. But no, I guess maybe I should look at it. Every time I use the stove from now on, I should look at it as I could potentially kill everybody.
Why not?
So maybe I should just eat out.
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with actually cooking at home. I think it's a great thing. But I think that, I've had times when I have something on the stove and I have to run downstairs. And I think I have a very small window of time to run downstairs, until this gets out of hand.
Until this gets out of hand? That sounds scary.
Yeah.
Maybe you should just turn it off altogether.
No, because then the pan cools. Like I was making stir fry last week and I had to run downstairs to get something, and I had tofu. I had a pan with tofu in it and broccoli and carrots and baby corn, and it was all just stirring together, stir frying together.
Yes.
And it was going, and it was getting near the end, of where it's time to either take it off the.
And what did you have to run downstairs for?
You either have to take it off, or or it's going to explode and hit the ceiling.
We don't want to do that because actually, since then, just so you know, I have had the ceiling painted. So there's no proof of the.
Were there egg divots in the ceiling?
No, I don't think there were egg divots, but yeah, that was quite something.
Could you imagine how cool it would have been though to have gotten that on film?
If you really want to see what it's like, what you do is you try to microwave an egg and see how that explodes in the microwave. That's kind of how it explodes up on the ceiling as well.
I feel like it's got to be way more fun.
Right out of the pan.
Right out of the
pan.
pan.
I know. It would be interesting to see. I wish we
Should we do it?
No, God, no.
What about, do you think neighbor Nancy? So Nancy neighbor's house is for sale.
Yeah.
Do you think that she would let us come over and
explode eggs on the ceiling?
Well, I would like pitch it as like, hey, does something happen with the stove? We have our handy guy coming, but I need to make some eggs for the week. Is there any way we could just use your stove?
That's how you'd pitch it? And
that would be my pitch.
And then would you take a little nap while you were?
No, I would. Hopefully Nancy wouldn't be there, and I would just set a camera up to film it.
Yeah.
And then just get behind some chairs or a table or something.
And wait, yeah. Maybe we should just blow up fags instead.
That I don't think I think fags burn. Like literally, I think fags turn to like ash.
Okay, so now, if fags actually turn to ash and real eggs just explode, tell me what fags are made out of. They're not just
charcoal, activated charcoal.
They're not just regular eggs, but fake. Whatever that means.
I don't think that.
We didn't do any housekeeping today. Maybe we should end the show with housekeeping.
That's fine. I didn't really have much housekeeping.
Did you want to mention that our friend Mikey D was telling us that they actually serve poutine? Poutine. That's how they say it down southern Canada.
Yeah, I will actually talk about that. Our good friend, I gotta figure out where he posted that. Our good friend Mikey D, out on the East Coast, left us a great comment the other day on our Instagram, which is
My Mom Sandy podcast.
At My Mom Sandy podcast is our Instagram account.
That's right.
Yeah, and he left us a great comment, but he said that him and his mom loved poutine fries, and that they would have it in Canada every time that they went back there to play hockey. So me and Mike had grown up playing hockey together, and of course his mom Lisa and my mom were very good friends. But that Mike said that last year actually he found out that they called them disco fries in Staten Island, and there was a McDonald's that they found them at that they have an international menu one week out of the month, and that they would put poutine fries under the Canadian menu. And he doesn't really eat McDonald's. I mean, McDonald's is like garbage food, but
yeah,
he said it was actually surprisingly good. But yeah, Mike, we hope you're doing great. Thank you so much for the little comment.
Oh, and everybody, you gave us, you must have rated us 5 stars, and you said you thought the show was awesome, and that's great. And we're hoping that you continue to listen. And believe it or not, I've texted you and I've tried to call you, and it's nice when I see that you posted a comment about the podcast, because then I know that you're okay. I just want to check up on you and make sure everything's all right with you.
She does the same thing to me, Mike. So
yeah, you're kind of like a second son, even though I haven't seen you for years either. But
or like a second skin.
No, not a second skin. That's weird.
They have that. Like if you cut yourself, or like a tattoo, you put like a second skin on.
Okay, that's really weird.
You know my friend Brian. You know Brian from work.
Yes.
He went really quickly. He went on a date a while back.
Yes.
I guess he was out, and he had met up with a girl, and he had a couple beers or a couple cocktails or something. I shouldn't even be telling this, but I don't think he listens. And he
well, shame on him for not listening.
I know. And he was like making jokes about, the girl had said something like, "Oh, you're so normal," da, da, da. And he's like, "Oh, what did you think? Like I'm gonna cut your skin off and cut your face off and wear it as a mask?"
Who is the guy who does that?
That's Hannibal Lecter.
That's right.
I believe.
Good old Hannibal.
Or Texas Chainsaw Guy, Leatherface.
Hannibal Lecter's the one I'm thinking of.
But and then the girl left.
Right after that, yeah. She's like, "Uh-oh."
She was scared. Yeah, probably.
Well, I guess that's the last time he makes that kind of comment on a date, right?
I feel bad for saying that story now. Anyway. Yeah, guys, we appreciate all the 5-star reviews. We appreciate all the 5-star ratings, all the positive reviews. We appreciate everyone listening.
Remember to subscribe.
Yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed.
And if you haven't rated us, do rate us 5 stars.
5 stars, or don't listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, if you don't think it's up to your standards, then just don't listen.
My new thing is when I have a client and I tell them about it,
yeah,
and they pull it up, I say, "Why don't you just scroll down and give us a 5-star? Just go ahead and click on the 5 stars
before they even listen.
Yeah.
Shh, don't tell anybody that.
No, but like that's the whole thing, though, right? Is that
but we did get like 5 more 5-star ratings this week.
Right. It does nothing. it does nothing on your end, right? Like you can go on and hit 5 stars and it helps us out tremendously. It does nothing on your end. It's not like no one's gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe you rated that podcast 5
Now they're
stars.
tracing you.
Yeah, it does nothing. It's a positive for us. It's great. So the people that have, thank you so much. If you haven't, head over to My Mom Sandy and on whatever podcast service you listen to. For us, we're on the podcast app on Apple, on iPhones and stuff. But yeah, just rate it 5 stars or leave a good review. And if you guys have any ideas on things you want to hear us talk about or anything like that, go ahead and drop us a line. You guys can email us at
mymomsandypodcast@gmail.com.
Look at that. And we're on Instagram at mymomsandypodcast. Make sure you guys hop over there and give us a follow so you can see all the fun stuff we post with myself and my mom Sandy.
Catfishing.
And she's an avid catfisher. Have you caught any fish this week? Any cats?
Any cats? I don't catch fish. I catch cats. No, I don't think I've had to catch a cat this week.
Good.
Thank God. I don't like catching cats.
Fuck those cats.
I know, it's tough work. They're so finicky and fickle. They just don't.
Yeah, fickly fickled.
I love the commercial with the cat, with the guy sinking in quicksand and his cat's right outside the sinkage area, and he says to the cat, "Go get help. Go get help." And the cat just sits there and looks around like, like a cat does. They don't understand bullshit.
They don't get English.
No, they don't understand it. And so to me, it's just so funny because that's exactly what a cat would do. Sit there and do nothing. Go get help. Go get help. And the guy's sinking in quicksand. If he had a dog, dog probably would have gone to get help. Yeah. So anyway.
I've got nothing else. And if you want to... You have anything else you want to touch on?
Oh, I do want to say that we are parting ways with the dollhouse this week. I've arranged to take it to its new owner. So wow. I don't know, maybe we should film that whole process.
That would be good for the gram.
I do need you to help me, though. You have to help me get it into the car. Off the top of the refrigerator and into the car.
On top of the refrigerator. Perfect place for a dollhouse.
That's right. Well, right. Look at how much air. Now we can get something else to put up there.
A fridge topper. A fridge topper.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Wait. Yeah, we'll get some video of us of bidding the dollhouse
we'll put some music to it, like some...
like the Titanic. My Heart Will Go On.
No, I'm thinking of more like the Wedding March or something.
No.
Or Pomp and Circumstance, graduation song.
No. No, I don't think. No.
All right.
No. So
maybe the jingle to My Mom Sandy.
That'd be good.
Anyway.
So that's going to end a 30-year dollhouse career.
I know, man. I'm going to feel sad. I might shed a tear.
We'll get it on video.
All right.
All right. Why don't you sign us off?
All right. So everybody have a great week. Hope you enjoy this session, this episode number 9. All right. We'll see you next week. Very good. All right. Very good. Close her down, Josh.